It looks like we're getting very close. The deal's being worked on. We're, I think, getting very close to getting an agreement where...
I support the idea to have Ukraine first being compensated because they are the one to have lose a lot of their fellow citizens and being destroyed by these attacks.
Our team is going to be working together on security in Ukraine.
In a gobsmacking act of diplomatic arson, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy torched 48 hours of blood, sweat and tears groundwork by UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron in a measly 48 minutes. These European titans had crawled on their bellies to sink US President Donald Trump's America First swagger with a peace deal to slam the brakes on Russia's 3-year Ukrainian rampage. They'd lined up a ceasefire, boots on the ground, and a mouth-watering minerals deal, only for Zelenskyy to swagger into the White House, throw a diver-sized hissy fit, and set the whole damn thing ablaze. Here's how this thankless prima donna turned victory into a smoking ruin. For 2 brutal days, Starmer and Macron worked Trump like a Stradivarius. Macron sweet-talked him in the Oval Office, nailing down European peacekeepers.
We had a good discussion this morning for the G7 here, and for the 3rd year of this war in Ukraine, and I think our common objective clearly is to build peace, and a solid and long-standing peace.
And Macron stroked Trump's deal-making obsession, dangling a solid and long-standing peace. Then Starmer swooped in, sidestepping Trump's NATO meltdown.
We discussed a plan today to reach a peace that is tough and fair, that Ukraine will help shape, that's backed by strength, to stop Putin coming back for more. I'm working closely with other European leaders on this, and I'm clear that the UK is ready to put boots on the ground and planes in the air to support a deal, working together with our allies, because that is the only way that peace will last.
Trump lapped it up, crowing, "I think we're very well advanced. And I think Russia has been acting very well," while teasing a minerals deal with Zelenskyy. He's coming, and we're going to be signing the deal together, probably in front of the media.
Mr. President, the Europeans want Ukraine to be part of NATO as part of this deal. Are you willing to budge on that at all, or is it a firm...
Well, I could be very nice and say, oh, well, we'll work to it. Look, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. That's what started this whole thing.
This was 48 hours of groveling brilliance. Starmer and Macron kneading Trump's ego, locking in his faith in Putin, and queuing up French muscle. They'd gift-wrapped Zelenskyy a platinum chance, peace, loot, and a lifeline for his war-ravaged hellhole. All he had to do was show up and play nice. Instead, Zelenskyy barged in like a spoiled brat on a sugar high and torched it all. On February 28th, the White House became a bare-knuckle brawl. Trump and VP J.D. Vance had the minerals deal, Ukraine's economic CPR, ready to roll. But Zelenskyy couldn't zip it. He whined,
"We are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful." I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
as if that washed away his stench of entitlement. Trump snapped back,
We gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank-
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment.
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about last
if
week?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
Trump flaunted America's aid, jacked up to $350 billion from $180 billion. like a wrecking ball. After 40 minutes of Zelensky's whining, Trump kicked him out. No deal, no glory, just a slammed door. Zelenskyy royally screwed it. Starmer and Macron teed up a win. Trump bragged the deal would hold with security, and all he had to do was say thanks. Instead, he sneered, "He's not playing cards" to Trump's face, who shot back that, without the US, he's got nothing. Ukraine's a corpse, bleeding soldiers, but Zelenskyy strutted when he should have begged. Trump said, "Take a ceasefire now," but Zelenskyy snarked to ask his people what they think, a fuck you to his lifeline. Starmer and Macron's triple play, peace, minerals, survival, got torched, with Trump growling, "It's tough to deal with him." This was no tantrum, it was Armageddon. 2 days of genius had Trump eyeing peace in weeks. Zelenskyy's 48-minute meltdown left Ukraine with squat, nothing but a pissed-off Trump. The ingrate nuked his shot. Now bullets fly, and he's got only his big mouth to blame. Nice one, genius.